Hi guys, and welcome to day 7 of my 30-day painting challenge. And yeah, back on the HeroQuest Jungles of Delphrak quest pack even. So what I'm going to do, rather than jumping through different HeroQuest boxes, I'm going to endeavour to get all the miniatures painted in this one HeroQuest box done. That's what I'm going to try and do. What I end up doing, who knows. So yeah, these skull blights, I absolutely love the look of these. Again, lovely sculpted miniatures. And I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to paint the miniature exactly like the artwork on the card, or as near as possible. And as there's 3 of them in here, I'm going to do all 3 at once. And I'm going to slap chop that grey away by priming them in black and then doing the dry brushing in white, just like that. And then we can crack on and do the good old speed paints. So as I was saying earlier, yeah, tons of definition in these, so we know the speed paints are going to work really well. And as always, I like to get everything ready before I start painting. So I've got my little silicone rubbery thing there to take the paintbrush, and yeah, I've got all the paints that I think I'm going to be using in this video or on these little miniatures. As you can see, yeah, a bit of a range of colours here. Definitely sort of woodland sort of things, browns and greens and that. And again, very important to paint the lids, I think, as some of the paints, well, they don't necessarily look exactly how they do on their little label. But yeah, so starting with this one, yeah, gorgeous looking colour this. This is kind of a browny green, and I think it's going to work really well for this. So these miniatures, say there's 3 of them here, literally took me about 20 minutes to do all 3, which again, speed paints, best things ever. Certainly improved my love of painting miniatures. In fact, I think if it wasn't for speed paints, I probably wouldn't paint, well, I wouldn't even say half as many as I paint now. As yeah, before speed paints, didn't really enjoy painting, wasn't very good at it, and most of my things rather looked flat, as in like just solid colours, or I would use a wash over everything and I would just make everything look dirty. So yeah, speed paints have been absolutely awesome. And I say the fact I can get these 3 miniatures painted in 20 minutes means that I should be able to, he says optimistically, should be able to completely paint all the other miniatures in the Jungles of Delphrak quest pack. As I know, all the quest packs I've got, they're all part painted, as in I've pretty gone through, painted all the miniatures that I really like and the ones I'm kind of going to use in the HeroQuest games, but they're not painted the others. And as I always say, I find it very difficult to use unpainted miniatures in the games that I play. So that's why I'm determined to go through each box and paint all the miniatures in one box before then going on and, well, painting the miniatures in the other boxes. So yeah, doing the old the batch painting, yeah, or batch slap, as I kind of called it in one of the previous videos. Yeah, it makes things even quicker. So I mean, it's quick enough painting 1 miniature on its own, but when you've got 3 or 4 or even 6 or whatever it is, and they're all the same miniature, so you know you're going to use the same paints on each one, then yeah, this method is super quick, as obviously you got the paints on the brush, so you just go through, do one of them. Once that one's completely done of that colour, then just pick up the next one and do the same colour, and so on and so forth. And as I say, the fact you can do 20 miniatures or 3 miniatures in 20 minutes, God, that would be quick if you could do 20 miniatures in 3 minutes. But yeah, it's quick, but not that quick. Yeah, certainly makes painting these miniatures a lot more fun, a lot more doable, and yeah, there's no reason, well, not to paint them. It's not like anything's going to put you off. And as I say, now these are painted, I will be using these in yeah, in some upcoming games. If you have a favourite HeroQuest quest pack that you'd like to see me sort of paint up next, by all means let me know. I do have them all. Obviously this is all the new HeroQuest games and quest packs. I don't have any of the old ones. But yeah, we've got all the new ones. So yeah, if there's any ones you want to see me paint up next after the quest pack, the Jungles of Delphrak, there are still quite a few more miniatures there to do. So I've done the ape and I've done the male barbarian. So I think one of the next ones I'm probably going to do is the snake and maybe the big spider, just because they're huge. But I'm also going to be doing sort of furniture bits and pieces as well, or treasure bits. So yeah, not just the actual creatures, but yeah, I'm going to be doing a bit of all sorts. So this Skilly Jew is probably one of my favourite greens of all time. Use this quite a lot on my good old Orcs. It's just a lovely colour. It goes on really well. Again, with the speed paints, some of them seem to definitely work a whole lot better than others. And this is definitely one of those. As you can see, yeah, in the recesses and the nooks and the crannies, lovely and dark green. Then a nice sort of normal green on flat areas. And then all the edges, yeah, very, very light green. So again, this is one of my favourite ones to use purely because it works so well. And you get that nice difference in the contrast of the colours from the light to the dark. So yeah, definitely one of my favourite ones. So one thing I did notice, the rigor mortis colour that I used on their sort of skulls and their claws. Again, like I say, with some of the speed paints, didn't really have a lot of difference in the colours. It almost looked like a flat colour. So come to the aid, good old wash, and yeah, we'll put a wash over them, and that'll definitely give it some well, a bit of a contrast and a bit more 3D looking rather than just a solid flat colour. Again, love washes. These go on really well and make a big difference to any miniature. As I say, in the past when I first started painting miniatures, I would use block colours, but then I would use a ton of wash over the top. Sometimes it looked good, but then sometimes it just made the miniature look like it was dirty. So yeah, that's why I say washes were great to begin with, but then speed paints are definitely, well, 10 times better. And there we go, that's 3 more miniatures ready for the tabletop board. So with the bases, if you're new to my channel, guys, I always use clear bases, so I will be cutting these off and sticking them on some bases. You will see me do that in some previous videos, but as I'm doing, say, 30 videos this month, yeah, I don't really have the time to do it just now. But I love all the earthy colours. I have to say, I think this is one of my favourite miniatures from the HeroQuest miniatures. It just looks lovely. And in fact, there's 3 of them. Whether or not I'd want to actually meet these on a dark night is another thing, but there we go. So yeah, they look pretty cool in my little my little diorama that I made. There's a video out there somewhere showing me make this board as well, guys. And I hope you are enjoying these videos every day as much as I'm making them. I say it is fun to go through and do, well, my pile of opportunity is getting a little bit lower each day because I'm having fun obviously painting them, making bits and pieces and all the rest of it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, all that wonderful stuff. Take a look at some of my other videos because obviously that helps me out. And leave comments, let me know what it is you want to see me paint next. And definitely any ideas for any new tabletop board games to buy, then yeah, let me know. As well, if I'm getting rid of my pile of opportunity, I need to get more. Okay guys, you'll take care. See you later. Bye for now.